Top damage, no timer, big rewards. Stay there and let's find out. Hello guys, Wilsonbox here, and this time I'm here to help you reach that big damage on the Resurgent dragon. I know it's a bit tricky, this dragon. You need 6 teams, that's a lot. You need gear for them, you need good teams, a good synergy between your heroes, and also the right artifacts for this dragon. So first of all, let's have a look at this dragon. So first, let's check his skills. This Drake, it takes 90% less damage when you reach more than 200 million. I'm not able to reach that amount of damage, but if you can, that's really good. Then this Drake has 300 resistance and you need 320 accuracy if you want to apply some debuffs on him, like defense penalty, attack penalty, and other debuffs like that. First skill, it deals some fire damage to all enemies. Second, deals fire damage to all enemies and dispels one buff. Third skill, it deals fire damage and applies recharging speed penalty. Then fourth skill, deals fire damage to all enemies and inflicts defense penalty. This last skill, Copper Dragon lets out a long roar, dealing fire damage to all enemies. If it has no power of Dragon Rage, it will enter weak for 5 seconds, that's what we want, during which it will take 50% more damage. Otherwise, it will remove its debuffs. After that, Cooper Dragon will regain 4 stacks of Power of Dragon Rage. So, let's learn more about this. So, Power of Dragon Rage. Cooper Dragon gains 4 stacks of Power of Dragon Rage when the battle starts or after casting Dragon's God's Roar. So, Dragon's God's Roar, it's this last one skill. When any unit on the battlefield triggers ultimate up or ultimate down, the effect will be nullified on one stack of the buff will be consumed instead. So what is this ultimate up or ultimate down? This happens every time we are using something or any skill that affects our ultimate skill timing. So for example, rally heroes, there are a lot of rally heroes. We have a lot of rally heroes that are able to reduce 25% his ultimate or recharge 25% of his ultimate. And there are also some artifacts that also cause this effect. So the ultimate up or ultimate down, and we need this is very important because if we are able to do this, this boss will be 5 seconds doing nothing, taking more 50% more damage, and with that we have more 5 seconds to heal our heroes, 5 seconds to do more damage, 5 seconds for everything. So, additionally, Copper Dragon gains stackable total damage bonus permanently after each cast of Dragon God's Roar. So, this is his skills. Let's talk about the lineups and artifacts. About the lineups for this boss. So, for this boss, I recommend the ideal situation. You don't really need any tanks here. You don't need to use tanks, everyone is gonna take damage, no one will be the only target from this dragon, everyone will be the target, everyone will take damage. You just need to use a tank if you need him for any reason, like Garius for healing, or another tank that can inflict some debuffs. So ideally you want to have like 3 DPS, 1 support to cleanse all the debuffs, and 1 healer. And for this boss you really want to use 2 of the epic artifacts. So let's have a look. The artifacts we really want to use is this one, the Spiritual Incense Burner, and the Ancestor's Candle. These 2 are very important on this boss because this one increases the wearer's ultimate energy by 10%, so it's going to cause the effect of ultimate up or ultimate down, and also the candle. After we launch a battle skill, the recharge time will reduce by 8%. This inflicts a backtilt skill, but I think it causes the ultimate skill to reduce as well. So these 2 is the ones that work with this boss, and with them you can remove some stacks. So there are 2 ways to remove stacks from this boss. You can use these artifacts, and if your battle skill or ultimate skill are really fast, like from the Traveler, let's have a look, his ultimate is 15 seconds, so if you use this one, the Incense Burner, on the Traveler, some skill haste, is gonna cast his ultimate twice, so it means he's gonna remove 2 of those stacks we want to remove. Plus if you wave someone like Irina, his battle skill is like amazingly fast. Irina battle skill takes 8 seconds, so if you give him some skill haste Plus that item she's gonna be really quick casting his battle skill, and this is going to impact his ultimate and remove some of the stacks. So if you think about this, she takes 8 seconds, this boss takes 30 seconds to cast all of his skills, so if you do the math, 8 plus 8 plus 8 will be 24 seconds, so she can cast his battle skill 3 times. So if you use someone like her, or at least that someone that takes 10 seconds, you can remove 3 stacks with that item, plus you can remove another stack with the other item, so you will be safe. The other way to remove stacks is to have someone like Laurentel, for example, that makes the ultimate energy to recharge for 25%, and there are some rally heroes that have this effect, like this one, for example. His battle skills, the second attack recharges the hero's ultimate energy by 20%. So if you want to use rally heroes, they are really good for this. You don't need the artifacts if you are using rally heroes with this effect. If not, imagine if you want to use fire heroes like me that don't have any skills and you don't have any fire heroes with that effect like me. I use just these 2 artifacts to remove the stacks, and I'm fine. I can still remove the 4 stacks and make him weak and do more damage. So these 2 are the methods you can use. It's pretty simple, pretty easy, or you can use the artifacts or the rally heroes with those effects. There are some more heroes with this effect as well. It's not only the rally heroes, but you can find a lot of them in the Radiance elements. So the lineups I'm using are from 4 elements. I'm using the Lightning Radiance. I'm using 3 Lightning Radiance teams and 3 Fire Poison teams. The total of the damage I'm doing is 175 million damage, which is really good. With 140 million you can get the max reward, that's what everyone wants, so I'm sure if you use these teams you're going to get those 140 million damage for sure. Also very important, in every team I'm using an aura to boost my damage or my survivability, my defense, to boost my team and amplify the damage or the time I can survive to do more damage. This boss has 3 parts, so you can attack his right leg, his left leg, or his middle on where he has his head, so you can attack 3 parts. So if you are using someone with AoE, it's really good because you're gonna do the triple damage to him. If you are using a single target unit, you can only attack 1 part of this boss. So ideally some AoE will be good here, but if you are using, for example, the Vortex team, you are going to do a lot of damage as well, so don't worry about that. But if you have AoE, use them because you can do more damage. Another thing, if you achieve the 100% on every component for the Otherworld, you're gonna have these 3 buffs. So with these 3 buffs, it's gonna give you a little more help with heal, shield, inflicts weak on this boss, and also a Fountain of Sang to increase the damage. So it's really good, increases the damage, and this way it's easier to reach 140 million. So let's check the first team and see if I can help you. So this team is my weakest team. I'm using these 5 elements. So I'm using Vani with the Incense Burner artifact and this set for some healing. Then I'm using this guy, Nimbus is Dauntless as well, so Vani is gonna boost Nimbu with his ultimate, giving him attack speed. Then I'm using Irina with the Ancestor Candle, and if you want to use Irina, just check his battle skill because his battle skill is really fast. So with Irina I'm gonna be able to use this battle skill 3 times while the dragon is doing his full set of skills. So the dragon takes 30 seconds and I'm gonna be able to cast 3 times, so 8 plus 8 plus 8, it's so 8, 16, 24 seconds, that's how much I need to cast these 3 times. So with this will be 3 stacks down, and I'm gonna take the other stack from here on this one, and with this artifact she's gonna be faster casting his ultimate and giving more attack speed more often. Then I have Naguk. Naguk is easier just for doing damage, and then I have Kaledu just for healing with this set and enlightenment on every piece of his gear. With this lineup I also have 18% more HP with Kaledu, and with this team, it's my weakest team, I'm doing 14 million damage, so let's go. I'm not doing any adjustments, anything, I just let them keep spamming all the skills, because with this boss takes 30 seconds to cast all of the skills, and if I take all of his stacks, he's gonna be stopped on this part here, as you can see, not moving, not doing anything, so it takes more than 30 seconds, and if I'm using all the skills of my heroes just once per round, I'm gonna do less damage, so I don't want that. This damage is 40 million, it's just for spamming, I'm just gonna let them keep casting their skills, I can be AFK, doing anything else, and just let these heroes do their thing, and keep doing damage. On this lineup, the only way I have to remove the stacks is with the artifacts, so I have Irina removing 3 of the artifacts, so I have Irina with that artifact, the candle, removing 3 times, removing 3 stacks, and then I have Nimbus removing the 4th stack with his ultimate. And this way, this boss is gonna always be weak, and is always be frozen deep for a while. At the beginning I think it's 5 seconds, so it's gonna take like 35 seconds to cast all his skills. Irene is also applying attack penalty sometimes, so with this I can mitigate some of the damage coming from the boss, and this way I'll be stay alive for longer and I will do more damage. At this point I only have 2 heroes alive. The Naguk is doing most damage. I'm doing 12 million at the moment. I hope I can reach at least at 30 million, maybe 14. I'll see. Naguk is doing a really nice damage. So I only have Naguk alive. I think he's gonna do 15 million. It's a little bit more than I tested the last time. So 15 million. This is the team I'm using, the last one. It's the weakest one, but for the heroes I'm using, I think it's good damage. 15 million with these heroes, I mean, I think it's not that bad. Also very important guys, I'm not using any timers on this, because if I would use any timer with more than 23 seconds, I will not let my heroes do the maximum damage they can do, and our aim is to do the maximum damage on this boss. That will make sense if you want to use a Dispeller and cast the Dispel skill right on time, but this boss takes a lot casting all of his skills, so I don't think setting timers here will be useful. Not with these 2 strategies I talked about. You can use rally heroes or just artifacts. So I'm just gonna show you my lineup here and the gear I'm using. I'm using a defense aura thanks to Dubok, and Dubok has a skill haste set. So I'm using a rat of 2 pieces of Rat of Trolls for the 20 skill haste, and I'm using 2 pieces of this gear for more 20 skill haste. I'm also using skill haste on both gems, as you can see, and using this artifact to amplify the shield from Dubok, because he can cast a shield on everyone. Then I'm using Frubart. Frubart is here to inflict the defense penalty, that's why it has so much accuracy. The defense penalty, attack penalty, and that's it. And he's also healing, and he's also here to heal my team, that's why is everyone near Frubart. Then I have Hollis. Hollis is here for full DPS with the eyeball to amplify his ultimate damage. Then I have the Traveler, which is very important here. His ultimate takes 15.33 seconds to cast. So I'm using this artifact. I'm sure after he casts his ultimate, this is gonna reduce his ultimate time, and I think will be less than 15.33. So it means he's gonna be able to cast his ultimate twice while this boss is doing a full set of skills. Then Sigrid using the candle, because his battle skill is really quick. She can cast her battle skill every 10 seconds, so it means she can cast it 3 times while this boss is doing a full set of skills. So not very complicated, just with the Ancestor and also this one, the Incense Burner. You don't really need a hero with skills that can move your ultimate skill up or down. With these artifacts, they do the job we want. They're gonna remove the 4 stacks. So let's start it, let's have a look. So 4 stacks now, as you can see, already 3. This secret is really quick. 2, my traveler uses the skill, and any moment Sigurd is gonna use the battle skill again. 1, just 1, and any moment she's gonna use the battle skill again. Let's have a look. And there you go. 0 stacks, is weakened, is gonna fall. And let's see, there you go. 15% damage, 5 seconds here, and I'm gonna amplify my damage because this boss is weakened just with the artifacts. Not very complicated, I'm not using any timers, just let your heroes do their thing. They're gonna beat this dragon and they're gonna do plenty of damage. So I expect to do 24 million, let's see how much I can do here. If you are wondering if Frubart's shield is enough, it's enough because I have the other guy giving him shields, so it's gonna help to maintain all my heroes full HP. Also, Frubart gives a good synergy with Sigrid because Frubart is afflicting some debuffs on every part of this dragon, and Sigrid is making use of that because when she uses ultimate is gonna hit 3 times. The only problem of this is we never know when are any debuffs on the boss. I think probably it was afflicted now. Let's see. I think Sigrid is gonna attack the 3. Yeah, she attacked 2 of the legs. So this is really good. If Frubart keeps applying some debuffs on the 3 parts of this boss, Sigrid will make use of it and attack the 3 times each time she's using ultimate. Right, my Sigrid is dead, so now is gonna be a big problem because this boss is gonna keep with those buffs. Without Sigrid, I can't remove the 4 stacks. But this is just extra damage because I'm expecting to get 24 million and I think I'm gonna get 26 million. I have more 30 seconds, let's go. Alright guys, almost 26 million, almost just more 4,000 and I'll be there. So that's nice, that's fine. This was my second lineup, let's go. Guys, this is my third team. As you can see, I have here these 5 guys. Let's have a look. The strategy is the same, using the artifacts, so I'm using a defense aura again, thanks to this Ymira. I'm making use of the attack penalty as well, and applying defense penalty as well. And she's here just for taking damage basically and afflicting debuffs. I have Exandra for the healing with a Mirror of the Living to increase his healing. Then I have Alfie and I have him here to amplify my wild heroes damage because of this ultimate, because it's going to increase the 50% chance of the wild checks. Then I have the Werich. Everyone has this one. Is a legendary but it's free, easier just for the damage, using the eyeball and full set of damage. Then I have this guy, is also for the damage, but I gave him a set for some healing, the Wrath of the Trolls, to give some healing with the basic attacks, and I gave him the candle because his battle skill is 11 seconds, and with his battle skill he can do some more damage because will be a difference between the buffs on the hero and the target, which will increase the damage. And that's all. I expect to do 17 million with this team. It's also not that strong compared with my other teams, but let's go. So this team, it's a bit more slow to use the ultimate and battle skill, and this way is not gonna be weak every round. So sometimes they can remove the 4 stacks like now, and it's gonna be weak and take more damage. Other rounds I can't do this because they are too slow. If I changed some of the timers, I think I will be able to do it and maybe do a bit more damage, but I want to make this the more simple I can for everyone that want to do at least 140 million damage or a little bit more. As you can see, Erich and Taneman, I think that's the name, I'm not sure, are the ones doing more damage, thanks to Alfie also giving them some buffs and increasing their damage. I'm aiming 17 million, still the beginning, let's see where we can get. So at the moment 15 million, I said 17 million, let's see if we can get there. Alright, it finished, it's complete, 17 million, as I said at the beginning, with this team. One more done, let's go for the fourth one. Guys, another free-to-play team, this one with an attack aura. I'm using Alvis and the incense burner on him because he's giving some buffs to my team. So I want him to cast this skill the more times as possible. Then I have Ivania. Ivania is a rally. I'm using the candle on her because with his battle skill she has a 50% chance of gaining rally. So if she casts more often this battle skill, there will be a bigger chance to cast this rally on Edgeo, because Edgeo is also rally and is going to increase his ultimate damage. Also her battle skill is really quick, it's 9 seconds, 0.77, and after using the battle skill and activate this artifact timing will be even faster. Then I have Katarina. Katarina is really good for this boss because she has this debuff immunity, and if you time her to use the debuff and if you time her to use this ultimate skill every time before this boss casts this skill here, is gonna block this debuff here and this one as well, the defense penalty and recharging speed penalty. Again, I'm not gonna use any timing because I want this the more simple as possible. Then I have the Voltok, is here to inflict the defense penalty, accuracy penalty and attack penalty. Is really good because with the accuracy penalty it reduces the accuracy by 50% of this boss. There's a lower chance that this boss can inflict the recharge speed penalty or the defense penalty on our heroes. That's how the accuracy works, is to reduce the chance to be inflicted by any debuff from the enemy. And lastly, I have Edgeo, is here full DPS, again is really good. If you have the Radiance Lightning element, he is really good, he does a really good amount of damage. So with this team I am to reach at least 27 million, let's see where I can get. So with this team I don't really need the artifacts to work. I have the rally and the battle skills, so they are really quick to remove any stacks. So he's on the third skill and this boss has no stacks at the moment. So the rally teams are really good for this boss, and if you are using the artifacts as well, they're gonna clean the 4 stacks as fast as possible. These teams are really good, these rally teams, they remove all the stacks. Guys, just watch it. Every turn this boss does, before he even reached the ultimate, he has no stacks and he will be weakened every round. As you guys can see, Edgeo is doing a lot of damage, 61% of the damage, and then I have the other one, the Evania, doing some more damage, 22 million at the moment. My heroes are full HP, but this guy, this Drake is really tricky, so every round he makes your HP bar to be smaller, and this way you never be full healed all the combat. You are going to be full healed, but with a limit, so you never can reach the full bar. So guys, 38 seconds, already on 28 million. I'm doing more than I expect, which is really good. I'm not complaining. Let's see how much we have more, 25 seconds. Let's see how much we can do. Edge is already dead, but I still have our tank. Let's see how much we can do. So guys, one more done. We have more 2 fights, one more with 28 million. At the moment we are here on this bar. Let's go, our 5th team. So guys, this is my 5th team. This team is not so much free to play. I'm using Suta, but you can use another hero. You don't need to use Suta, you can use another hero. For this team, I advise you to use another Dauntless because I'm using this Dauntless, this one as well. So if you use like the Vanny I used before, if you want to use here, will be really good. Or if you use another Dauntless that can boost other Dauntless heroes, will be really good here as well. So if you don't have Suta, use another healer. If you don't have Dauntless to use a DPS that use basic attacks, because on this team I'm using Shelter, with the Incense Burner. And what I'm doing here, Shalto is really good because it's gonna boost the damage of everyone. It's gonna enhance all the allies with this, Blessing of Thunder, and with this they have a chance to inflict some lightning damage, and this lightning chain can bounce 4 times among enemies, so there's a chance that it can bounce between the 3 parts of this Drake. Then I have Clovis. Clovis is here not just as a tank, he's here to inflict the attack penalty again, to inflict the defense penalty, and for this ultimate reduce of 20%, so it's gonna inflict this ultimate energy reduce by 20% on the boss, so it's one less stack. Is here also to give the defense aura of 24%. Then I have Quarion with the battle skill. This battle skill really good here, so it takes 9 seconds to cast his battle skill, so that's why I gave him this Ancestor Candle. You can also use this Incense Burner on him, but I think I'm fine. I have one stack to be removed with this skill, then 1 stack here and 2 stacks here. I could change the Incense Burner and give to him, but it will be fine. So if it takes 9 seconds will be 27 seconds if he casts it 3 times, so this boss takes 30 seconds at least to cast all of his skills. It takes 27 seconds to cast his battle skill, so he's going to remove 3 stacks, he can remove 1 more stack, and Clovis can remove 1 more stack while this boss is doing a full set of skills. Then Yagnat, full damage, no questions here, full DPS, and Suta, same thing, full damage, full DPS. One of the stacks already removed. As you guys gonna notice, they're gonna be removed with the battle skill. So, oh, Schultz is gonna remove also 1 battle skill, and Clovis is removing another one. No stacks, let's go. So with this team I expect to do 31 million. Of course, I'm gonna do 31 million because of Suta is doing an amazing damage. But if you use another good damage dealer, epic or rare, I think you'll reach at least 25 million. We'll see the difference between Yagnat and Suta. Alright guys, so 17 million at the moment, 18 million, everyone full HP. Let's see where we can reach. I'm expecting at least 31 million. Let's go. At this moment my Yagnat is dead, I only have Suta doing some more damage now, and the other 3 healing, and the time is gone. I didn't reach the 31 million as I was expecting, but I've got 29 million, I'm still happy, not that bad. Let's go for the last team. Guys, so this last team is really hard to make it free to play, because I'm using F2P, he is amazing, I'm using Lurentel, which is amazing as well, and I need to use them, they are really good, they do crazy damage, and if you have Nathaniel is amazing for this, because especially if you use the candle on him, he's gonna use this more often and he's gonna dispel all the debuffs. I'm also using Garius for the healing, not for anything else. He can tank the boss, but it doesn't matter here if you have a tank or not. So he's healing my team. I have Nathaniel to give some support, to cleanse, and to apply some shield, and also using the crit damage hour from Laurentel. And here I'm using the Incense Burner, 1 stack. I have this ultimate that is gonna remove the 2nd stack. I have the ultimate from F2 is gonna remove the 3rd stack, and they're going to be really fast casting their skills. So I'm not worried about the stacks. With Rally Heroes this is easy, they are gonna be fast and they're gonna attack sometimes twice, they're gonna use his ultimate twice, while this boss is doing a full set of his skills. So let's go, let's see, I'm expecting to do a huge damage with this team, let's go. With this team I don't have any problems removing the stacks, Laurentel, and I have F2 and also Martina. Their ultimate is gonna be reduced when they have Rally, so Laurentel is giving them Rally, which means their ultimate is gonna be reduced, and so there's like 4 stacks from nothing, and I'll be weaken this boss every round. Let's go. Guys, 40 million at the moment. I was expecting my Martina to survive. I don't know what did happen, but she died. I'm still going just with Filto. I don't mind. Let's go, let's see how much I can do. I don't think I'm gonna do 61 million without Martina, but let's see. Okay, the time is finishing. It's done. I did 50 something, which is a lot. So I did 54 millions. So less than 7 that I was expecting. Just gonna write here on my Excel file to show you guys. So I did it. So from today, the damage that you just saw was this one, 171 million damage, which means I'm gonna get this last one. You just need 140 million. So if you use these comps, I know for this last one it's very complicated to get the exactly same theme, but if you change like the Laurentel and filter for another rally heroes, if you can do at least like 25, between 25 and 30 million damage with one more team, you can reach 140 and we will be fine. I did 171. Let's see the teams I used. I have a list here, I have everything here. So guys, as you can see, this was the teams I used. I used this team, the last one I used, then this one, Clovis, Quarry, Suta. This is exactly the same teams, and this is the how much damage I did, and this was what I was expecting. I did a little bit more, so I did 171 million damage. So this is amazing, 171 million. I'm on the 106 ranking. There's some people here doing huge damage on this boss, but it's alright. With 107 I still got this epic scroll. Is not that bad. If I get 2 scrolls will be even better, and if I get the master scroll will be amazing, but I don't think I can get to 50. 50 is very hard. There's a big competition there, some whales as well. So guys, this is it, 171 million damage guys. This is how I did my facts. No timers, maximum damage. Just let your heroes do their thing. You can try with timings, without timings. I think without timers is better for the damage. Of course, if you have a cleanser and if you set the timer to cleanse those debuffs from the boss, maybe you can do a little bit more of damage because you're not gonna have that defense penalty, and that way you're not gonna take so much damage. And also the attack penalty, if you set the timer to inflict the attack penalty before the ultimate of the boss, you are going to survive more time as well. There are some teams that survive until the end of the fight, which means that's alright, they don't need any timer because they're gonna survive anyway. Alright guys, so with this guide I hope this helped you guys. Comment below what you think about this guide, how much damage you are doing on the dragon. If you liked this video, press that like button, subscribe to my channel if you want to follow more content like this. Thanks for watching and see you next time.